Hey there everyone, I am back, still kind of nursing this cough, so have patience with me. Today this video is featuring two different companies, but two very different products. So I am going to be showing you guys the new DIP-O-MANIA odorless liquids. Disclaimer, they do not sell an odorless activator, so I'll be using their regular activator, and that's simply because the owner, Brittany, explained that their distributor does not carry or does not have a low odor activator. Which is fine because activator doesn't generally bother me. So the other company is Vivid Glam Co. I've used their products in the past. I have not used their powders since they've kind of rebranded. It used to be Vivid Dips. They are now Vivid Glam Co. So their packaging's changed a little bit, but the quality of the product has not changed at all. So I'm using two different colors. One is through the Grapevine, which is a beautiful thermal glitter, and then the other one is just a solid light purple, which is Lavender Lace. So the first thing I'm going to do is dip out my two solid glitter nails, which is going to be my thumb and my middle finger. And I'm only doing one dip of this glitter, and the reason for that is it is a very dense, even though it is a fine glitter, it is a very dense glitter. So I did not feel, and maybe that's because it is a thermal, so the base is a little bit, the texture is a little bit different, I'm not sure. But when I swatched it, I realized that two dips made it a very, a thicker nail. So I decided to just do one dip of the glitter on my solid nails. I am going to do two layers with the ombre, but that's just to make a smoother transition for the ombre. You'll see when I get to that point, but as you can see, there is absolutely 100% full coverage with just one dip, so that is not an issue. And I am going to encapsulate in clear, which will help with the strength of the nail as well. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish this and I'll be back for the vertical ombre. All right, now we are going to get into this vertical ombre, and I'm going to do this. Now, sometimes what I'll do if I want a quick vertical ombre if I'm using glitter, is I will do 2 full coats of my solid color, and then I'll just kind of sprinkle the glitter on one side of the nail to create the illusion of a glitter ombre. Today I decided that I wanted more of the glitter. I didn't want to just sprinkle it on. I wanted that full, because it is a thermal. I wanted to be able to see that thermal effect on all of my nails. So I am going to do the tap ombre method. I am going to start with the glitter, then I'm going to do the solid, and then I'm going to do a second layer and alternate, where I'm going to start with the solid and then end with the glitter. That way, when I do my last layer of that glitter, it will ombre nicely and you'll see that sort of fade of the glitter. So that is the plan here. While I am doing that, I'm going to let you watch while I chat a little bit about this DIP-O-MANIA odorless base liquid. I cannot say enough good things about this liquid. It is nice and thin, but not so thin that it runs into your cuticles, and actually, even if it did happen, it dries slow enough that you have plenty of time to clean up your cuticle line. But the other thing is, it is absolutely perfect for things like ombres, especially a tap ombre like this one. But it's also great for things like color blocking and any kind of nail art that requires a slower drying liquid. Now, it is slower drying than their regular base liquid, but I wouldn't say that it is as slow as many other odorless liquids I've heard about. Like, I don't have to sit there and wait 10 minutes for it to dry before I brush off. So I would say it's kind of a medium dry time. But it is perfect for, when you watch me do this ombre again, and you'll see that I have plenty of time to tap on each color and I get full coverage because there are no spots that dried too quickly. So, that's what I mean by, the dry time is perfect for this kind of, so I'm tapping on the glitter, and then, I'm even cleaning up a little bit, and then I go in with the solid, and when I tap off that powder, you're going to see there are no missing spots. It's completely, well, if I was in frame, you'd be able to see it. But yeah, it's perfect for this kind of ombre. So I highly recommend this base liquid, and I love the brush on this too. Because, it just fans out really nicely. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. But here, I'm going to let you watch this. See, so I'm tapping on the glitter. I'm going to tap that off a little bit. I'm going to go in. I'm not even really rushing. It looks like I am because I've sped it up a little bit. But I'm tapping and tapping, and look at that. Full coverage. You see that? I don't know. I personally think this is a fantastic liquid for this. So I'm going to go in, and I'm going to do my second layer of this ombre. I'm going to start this time with the solid color, and then I will end with the glitter. And, well, I'm not going to talk through the rest of this because it's pretty much the same process, and I've already been chatting quite enough. I need to go take a sip of water. So I'm going to let you watch me finish this ombre and encapsulate in clear. Then I'm going to activate. I'm going to file and buff off camera, and when I come back, we're going to finish this up with our final activation, and we'll talk about this low odor top coat. By the way, if you are wondering where I got these cute little flower eyeshadow brushes, they're like little roses. Yeah, I got those at Five Below, believe it or not. So I don't know if you can find them anywhere else. For me to link them in the description box, but if you have a Five Below anywhere near you, you might be able to find them there. Yeah, so, all right, I'll be back in a minute. All right, and with the magic of editing, we are done with our filing and buffing, and I am now going in for my second activation. One thing that you want to make sure you do when you are using these low odor liquids, especially the top coat, is you want to make sure that you allow your activator to fully dry, and then do what I did not do and use a lint-free wipe to kind of wipe off any excess activator. I forgot to do that and I paid the price for it, and you're gonna see why in just a minute. But you want to, of course, liberally apply your activator, but then you want to wait a full 2 minutes for that to dry and sort of evaporate, and then you want to wipe off any excess. So here I am going in for the first coat, and you apply this just like you would any top coat liquid, okay? But you want to make sure, especially on this first coat, that you remember to wipe your brush off on a napkin, paper towel, lint-free wipe. I did not remember to do that. If you notice that first little swipe there, and then I forgot again once or twice after that. And by the time I get to my second layer of this, I have contaminated my brush. You're going to notice it on the second round more than the first, but see there, I did not do my due diligence, and so don't do what I did. Learn from my mistake. I got a little too overconfident because I use DIP-O-MANIA's liquids a lot, and they are extremely hard to contaminate, but that's their regular dip top coat. This is their low odor dip top coat, and it is unfortunately easier to contaminate this liquid. So be mindful of that. If you are using it, take your time. Make sure you clean off any excess activator from your nail before you go in with this liquid, and always wipe the brush on something to remove the activator. I'm having a hard time with that word in this video. Remove the excess activator from your brush before dipping it back into the bottle. So you're going to notice it probably after my ring finger, like the last 3 nails, that brush was just really starting to harden on me. So yeah, like I said, don't do what I did. Learn from my mistake and just be, very, very careful about wiping off your brush. What I am going to say, despite that issue, I continued on like a champ and managed to get all of the nails top coated with this liquid because I really wanted you to see how it performs. And despite that difficulty, you're going to see in a minute, it still had a remarkable shine. For a low odor dip top coat, that is pretty amazing because, I've tried sparkling coats, I believe, and I did not like Sparkling Co's no low odor top coat. It just was not, shiny enough for me, and I'm a dip top coat snob. I like my top coats really shiny. And you're gonna see here on my right hand, I have DIP-O-MANIA's regular dip top coat, and on my left hand, the one I just did for you all in this video, is the low odor, and it's really hard to tell the difference. They're pretty darn close. So I'm pretty impressed with that. So I'm going to go in with my cuticle oil. I didn't show you the cuticle oil, but it is from the most recent sub bag from Candi Skincare. I believe it's called Arm Candy, and it kind of smells like chocolate with a touch of orange. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's delicious smelling. So I am going to, moisturize with that cuticle oil. And then I'm going to come back in and show you the thermal. It's really hard to see at first, but I think towards the end, you're going to be able to see the difference on my one. I think I did it on my right hand. it's gonna be a minute, I guess. I'm showing off the mani. It's really pretty, but do you see the top coats are pretty similar, right? Okay, so after taking a minute to run downstairs and grab a dish with an ice cube in it, I'm going to try to show you the thermal change. Now, it's not immediately noticeable, but then after a minute, you're going to see it's like a deeper purple. It's really hard to capture it in this lighting, but I think in a couple of minutes, you're going to be able to see on my right hand. It's going to look kind of like an ombre on my middle nail. You're going to see that. Okay, there. Do you see it on my right middle finger? The top part is like a darker purple, and then the bottom is a lighter purple. Okay, so there. That's the best I could get for you. I wasn't really able to get any great pictures of it either, but I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me while I did my nails. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye now.